Hello and welcome back to the GCP Mindset channel. Today, we're going to dive into a topic that is often underestimated but absolutely crucial for the success of clinical trials, feasibility assessments. More specifically, we'll talk about common mistakes that research teams make during feasibility assessments and, most importantly, how to avoid them.
Welcome to the GCP Mindset channel and all topics on clinical research.
Feasibility is more than just checking whether a study can be done. It's about carefully evaluating whether it can be done realistically, safely, ethically, and successfully within the limitations of time, resources, and regulatory environments. So let's explore the key pitfalls that can derail even the most scientifically promising studies if feasibility is not done properly. Mistake 1, starting the feasibility assessment too late. One of the most common and costly mistakes is waiting until the protocol is already developed or even finalized before conducting feasibility assessments. This reactive approach limits your ability to adjust the design based on operational realities and often results in major last-minute changes, delays, or even trial failure. Feasibility should be a foundational step in trial planning. It should begin as early as possible, ideally at the concept phase. Early insights can help shape the protocol in ways that make it more implementable without compromising scientific integrity. For example, if early assessments reveal that the planned patient population is very rare or hard to reach, the trial design can be adjusted to expand eligibility criteria or consider additional recruitment strategies before it's too late. Early feasibility avoids wasted resources, improves planning accuracy, and aligns expectations across all stakeholders from the start. Mistake 2, underestimating patient recruitment challenges. Even well-designed studies fail when they can't enroll enough participants. Unfortunately, teams often rely on overly optimistic estimates or fail to account for the real-world burdens that trial participation can place on patients. Key issues include lengthy visit schedules, invasive procedures, lack of transportation, or complex consent processes. These factors can significantly reduce a patient's willingness or ability to participate, especially in vulnerable populations. To avoid this mistake, feasibility assessments must go beyond theoretical patient availability. They should include input from investigators, site staff, and even patient advocacy groups to understand what participation will actually look like. Using digital tools like electronic consent, telemedicine, or home health visits can make trials more accessible and improve recruitment. But those innovations must be assessed for feasibility too, especially in terms of site readiness and regulatory acceptance. Mistake 3, ignoring country and site-specific constraints. A trial may seem feasible in general, but major problems can arise when country-specific regulations, cultural differences, or site-level capabilities are not taken into account. Let's say you're planning a multinational study on a new oncology drug. Some countries may not allow the investigational product to be imported within the needed timeframe. Others may have longer ethics approval processes. Or, the standard of care in one region may be very different from what your protocol assumes. Feasibility assessments should include a detailed country and site feasibility analysis, evaluating 1. Where the target patient population is located. 2. Which countries have appropriate infrastructure and investigator experience. 3. What the local regulatory timelines and approval pathways look like. 4. How the trial protocol aligns with local medical practice. This helps you choose the right countries and sites, tailor your strategy, and avoid costly delays. Mistake 4, incomplete or siloed resource planning. Another common pitfall is focusing only on patient and site feasibility while ignoring the broader resource picture. Trials can fail when the required budget, staffing, or technical infrastructure is not fully accounted for. For example, a study that needs 24/7 patient monitoring may be feasible in theory, but not if the sites lack the staff to handle it. Similarly, using advanced digital tools may sound efficient, but only if the site has reliable internet and trained personnel. Feasibility assessments should always include operational, technical, and economic components. This means involving not just medical experts, but also project managers, IT specialists, finance teams, and data managers in the feasibility process. A robust feasibility assessment estimates realistic costs, anticipates staffing needs, and evaluates whether your sites can implement the protocol without compromising quality or safety. Mistake 5. Treating feasibility as a one-time task. Feasibility is not a static box to tick. It's a dynamic process that should be revisited throughout the trial lifecycle. Conditions change. Sites may drop out. Regulations may shift. Recruitment may go slower than expected. If your feasibility strategy is not flexible and responsive, your trial becomes vulnerable to unexpected risks. That's why it's important to periodically reassess feasibility, especially at major milestones like site selection after the first patient in, or when recruitment targets are being missed. Feasibility should also be part of ongoing risk management. If certain assumptions made during initial planning are no longer valid, your team needs a process for identifying that early and adjusting course. Each of these 5 mistakes is common, but all of them are preventable. When done properly, feasibility studies are not just a risk avoidance tool. They're a strategic asset that enables smarter decision-making, stronger protocols, and more successful trials. By starting feasibility early, assessing recruitment and resource needs realistically, understanding local contexts involving cross-functional teams, and revisiting feasibility as conditions evolve, research teams can dramatically improve their chances of trial success. Feasibility is not just a planning step, it's a mindset. We hope you found this video helpful. If you've experienced any of these challenges in your own trials or found ways to overcome them, feel free to share in the comments below. Your experience could help others in the clinical research community. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more content on clinical trial planning, operations, and best practices. We look forward to seeing you next time on the GCP Mindset channel.